The replacement for the F-22 Raptor is finally ready for action. The U.S. Air Force's highly ambitious program for a sixth-generation fighter jet and related systems that will eventually succeed the much-vaunted Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor is currently progressing as planned, according to high-ranking military officials. It's no secret that the sixth-generation fighter project will be a topic of conversation in today's global era, and the sixth-generation fighter may be very suitable for military aviation and the Air Force in particular. But Russia and China and other countries are behind it. Known as the Next Generation Air Dominance, NGAD, the highly anticipated update on the program comes a year after then Assistant Secretary of the Air Force for Acquisition, Technology and Logistics, Will Roper, made headlines when he confirmed that the Air Force had in fact flown a full-scale prototype of an NGAD fighter. NGAD is not one of the Air Force's programs, where I'm able to share a lot of details, Duke Richardson, military deputy in the Office of the Assistant Secretary of the Air Force for AT&L, said during September's Air, Space and Cyber Conference, per National Defense Magazine. I will just tell you that it is progressing per plan. There's just so much of it that's not able to be discussed in an open forum, he continued. In addition, speaking at a recent virtual event, Air Combat Command Chief Mark Kelly noted that producing a sixth-generation fighter jet and related systems is the program's #1 priority, and even called for increased funding for the program. We do not want to be on the other side of coming in second in air superiority, he said. I would like to have more of a sense of urgency and a whole-of-nation effort towards it. We're in the business of putting adversary airplanes in the dirt or scaring them so much so they bury themselves. According to Aerospace Manufacturing, the sixth-generation fighter will be able to operate at long ranges. This feature matches the above concept image released by USAF, which shows an aircraft with a larger blended-wing airframe that would give more room internally for a larger weapons bay and fuel tank. Kelly confirmed that the aircraft is designed to operate beyond a single spectral band of the RF, radio frequency, spectrum, to thrive in a multispectral environment, and it also senses the battle space and connects the rest of the force. Back in April, a USAF release outlined NGAD as a family of capabilities that enable air superiority in the most challenging operational environments by enforcing the development pillars of digital engineering, agile software development, and open architectures. Difference from fifth-generation like F-22 Raptor. For most fifth-generation fighters, aviation experts generally have 5 universally accepted features: stealth, advanced maneuverability, next-gen avionics systems, multi-role capabilities, and network or data fusion capabilities. In contrast, as noted by Eurasian Times, a sixth-gen aircraft is likely to comprise everything that defines a fifth-gen fighter jet, besides some additional features. It continues, there is a school of thought which believes that the next-generation aircraft could be unmanned, whilst maintaining the option of keeping a manned crew. While this is purely speculation, there may be some merit to this as air forces the world over are working on their loyal wingman concept of pairing a manned aircraft with one or multiple UCAVs. Utilizing swarm drones and being able to complete missions in highly hostile environments will also be key. Swarm drones are likely to feature in the sixth-gen fighter programs. Sophisticated eye-driven heads-up displays, HUD, and data fusions to enhance a pilot's situational awareness and reduce cognitive load during air combat are other predictions, Aside writes. An additional aspect that may truly mark sixth-gen fighters would be the ability to operate in previously non-permissive environments with lowered operational risk. This may be achieved by leveraging a combination of low observable technology and advanced electronic warfare capabilities, including the USN patented laser-induced plasma filament holograms, which may spoof enemy air defense systems and hostile infrared missiles. It continues. There has also been speculation that some of the next-generation capabilities taken from the X-44 Mante are tailless versions of the F-22 Raptor. The acronym Mante stands for Multi-Axis No-Tail Aircraft. The demonstrator was co-designed by Lockheed Martin in collaboration with NASA. The aircraft featured extended delta wings without a tail surface. Altitude control relying solely on 3D thrust vectoring is a conceptual American aircraft design studied 20 years ago. Instead of using a conventional tail section, with both vertical and horizontal control surfaces, the Mante aimed to leverage thrust vector control or directing the flow of the engine's thrust to give the aircraft the acrobatic capabilities it would need in a high-end dogfight. Marine veteran Alex Hollings writes for Sandbox. Today, more than 2 decades later, that same concept appears to be found consistently across nearly all official renderings of the Air Force's next air superiority fighter being developed under the NGAD program, he adds. The fighter's remarkable stealth capabilities came from the lack of a need for a tail section. While both the F-22 and later the F-35 adopted slightly different tails than you'd find on a non-stealth fourth-generation fighter like the S-16, the X-44 Mante aimed to pull off the same sort of maneuverability without the need for all those tail surfaces, Hollings notes. With no tail section, the aircraft's radar return would be dramatically reduced, creating an even stealthier fighter than America's highly capable F-22. FB-22 Strike Raptor was a stealthy ground attack variant. The concept was revealed in 2002. The FB-22 was based on the F-22 airframe design, but had a number of differences. It was planned to be a 2-seated, supersonic and stealthy bomber, capable of penetrating deep into enemy's territory. Role-wise, the bombers would replace older aircraft, such as the retired F-111 Aardvark, F-117 Nighthawk, to fill the gap of a low observable strike aircraft. At the time, the U.S. Air Force, USAF, was envisioned to operate 150 of these warplanes. However, development of this stealthy strike aircraft was canceled in 2006. As the United States ceased production of F-22s in 2011, the fate of FB-22 was also sealed permanently. Ethan Kimleser is a Washington state-based science and tech editor who has held posts at Google, the Korea Herald, Lincoln Journal Star, Asian Week, and Arirang TV. Follow or contact him on LinkedIn. If you enjoy content like this, please go ahead and like and subscribe to this video because I appreciate all your support.